Hello everyone, welcome back to Study Crunch. Now we are going to start with signal systems, system part. So first of all, first system is linear and non-linear systems. We'll be discussing about properties and examples as well. Let's start. First of all, what is a system? As we have discussed earlier, system is a device or combination of devices which can operate on signal and can produce a corresponding response. That is, it will produce a meaningful response. So it is a meaningful interconnection. Basically, there are 6 types of signal: linear, non-linear, time variant, time invariant, static and dynamic, causal, non-causal, invertible, non-invertible, stable and unstable. We'll be discussing them each in different lectures. First of all, what are linear systems? Linear system is one in which the system satisfies principle of additivity and homogeneity. So both of these should be satisfied for a system to be linear. So principle of additivity, it says if we have input x1 and x2 and if we have output y1 and y2, then both of them should be equal. So y1 plus y2 should be equal to x1 plus x2. And principle of homogeneity says if we multiply any constant with output, then if we multiply any constant with input, it should be equal. So if these two conditions are satisfied, then only the system will be linear. Let's see. Okay, so I'll be mentioning some properties with examples. So listen the lecture very carefully. Yt is equal to x of sin t. Law of additivity, we say output 1 is equal to y1t is equal to x1 of sin t and y2t is x2 sin t. So when we give it to a system, then the output and the input both are same. We'll be getting corresponding output same as input. So it satisfies law of additivity. Next, law of homogeneity. So we have k of yt into kx sin t. So again, this follows law of homogeneity. So this system is linear. Now, first property is time scaling doesn't affect the linear system. So if we have any time scaling on the signal, then it will be linear system. Next, yt is equal to x of t square. Again, putting the values, adding them, x1t, x2t, then it will satisfy law of additivity. For law of homogeneity, it will also satisfy. So this is a linear system. So this law holds, that is, time scaling doesn't affect the linearity of system. Next, yt is equal to x square t. This will not be same as input. Why? Because it will violate the law as y1t plus y2t is equal to x1 square t plus x2 square t. So here the operation is on x square and not the time. So this will be a nonlinear system. Then yt is equal to x of log t according to the system time scaling. If we have log t, t square, t cube, t by 3, t inverse, whatever, it will not affect the system. But if the coefficient, that is x, this has x square, x cube or anything, then it will be a nonlinear system. So this is the linear system according to the property. Then yt is equal to sin t into xt. So coefficient is function of time. Law of additivity, it will be same. Next, yt is equal to 2t plus xt. So it has a time dependent coefficient added or subtracted. So remember, whenever there is a system in which there is added or subtracted quantity that is time dependent, that is 2t. If it was DC signal as shown in the next example, like 2 plus xt, then it would have been different case. So if we have we have example in this minus 2t, 2t, minus 2, or any coefficient that is added or subtracted with a quantity, whether it is time dependent or independent, then also the system will be non-linear. Yt is equal to e cube into xt. Now we have a constant coefficient. So remember, system linearity is independent of coefficient used, whether it is time dependent or time independent. This will be a linear system. But if we have suppose e cube, or if we have 2t cube that is multiplied with xt, this will be a linear system where added or subtracted quantity, then it will be a non-linear system. So this is linear. Again, we have a subtracted quantity, so this will be a non-linear system. So by looking at these examples, you can identify whether it is linear or non-linear if you know the properties. So next, the property is if output is time shifted of input, then the system is linear. How? If we have xt minus 1 plus xt plus 1, it is time shifted by 1. So this will be a linear system, and on solving also it will give same answer. Then next, if we have xt minus 2 plus xt minus 1 plus xt minus xt plus 1 minus xt plus 2, this will also be linear as I've said if we have time shifted version. Now for integration, we have integral of x tau t, right? So on integrating, this will be same, so it will be linear. If we have, okay, I'll tell you the property. Integral and differential operators are always linear, whether it is integration or differentiation of any part, then it will be linear. If we have even and odd signals, those will also be always linear. So if we have even part of xt or odd part of xt, then that will also be linear. Real part and imaginary are always non-linear systems. Those will never come equal. So if we have real of xt or imaginary of xt, both will not satisfy law of additivity. Now if we show it graphically, we have extending signal. So this is y is equal to mx plus c. This is non-linear. But if it is passing through origin, then it will be linear. If we have modulus, this will be non-linear, and if we have sine function, then it will also be non-linear. So to sum up, the non-linear operators, trigo functions are non-linear, inverse trigo non-linear, logarithmic functions non-linear, exponential, root, power, mod non-linear. Properties are system is independent of time scaling, linear. If we have system linearity independent of coefficient used, non-linear. Time shifting, linear. Integration differential, linear. Even odd, linear. Added or subtracted quantity will be non-linear, real imaginary will be non-linear. This is very important. This part is very important. You can note it down. So this was all about this lecture. I hope it is now clear about the linear and non-linear operators.